Happy hump day, happy hump day, happy Wednesday, and welcome to another edition of the Dating Diaries. I am, of course, one half of your host, Crystal XO, and the other half of Dating Diaries is our boy Scorpio Mo.
What up? Happy Friday, everyone.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, can't
You
wait.
on the wrong show. It's Dating Diaries, and it's Wednesday, sir.
That's why I'm winding down. I know it was Wednesday. I got the Wednesday.
It's
Winding
Wednesday. It's Wednesday. All right, how's your week been so far?
long, feel like Friday.
I know, right? I know. I feel the same way. I have to fly out tomorrow to Florida. So I will be in Florida on Friday for for relationship recap. But man,
Okay.
you know what?
Hmm?
I think I may have just met. I think I got an interview tomorrow before I get there. All right, I'll figure that out later. I'll figure that out later. But welcome, guys. Welcome. I,
Welcome.
we got a good show tonight.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, hit me.
Because this happened today.
Oh, okay. New information. Okay.
I'm going out of the gas station,
Okay.
and I hold the door for somebody.
A lady?
No, young
A
man,
man.
young man. And he said, "Thanks, Unc." Tell you something. Here's the thing. I have no problem with Unc if that's my actual nephew,
Oh,
or if it's like my nephew's friend or someone I consider like if your daughter said it, you see what I'm saying? But I it's mildly disrespectful.
is it?
Yeah, because and when they say auntie to y'all, I hope y'all know that's what they're letting you know. They're putting you in your place.
Well,
Yo,
they're letting us know that we know that they know that we're seasoned. I
uh,
told you that when I was at the rodeo, this drunken teen started trying to hit on me, and another teen grabbed her and said, "She looked like our auntie. Leave auntie alone." And you laughed.
nah,
You laughed.
you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I
Now
know. I already know that. I
it's not
already know that. And I told you that, and you laughed. And
well,
now, today,
what
you have a problem because you were called Unc. Did you think you were different than I?
I laugh because they said you look like they are.
No, you thought you were different.
No,
You
no,
thought that,
I
yeah.
find the word is who it's coming from.
No, you thought that when young guys look at you, they think that you are the same. And they just showed you that you're
I,
not the same.
I don't know why, especially what I had on. I don't know why I would think that. No, I don't think that. Now they do like they do want my clothes. I don't know why.
Well, because you dress like them.
No, because it's fly all season. When they always say, if I hope I look like you when I'm your. That's what they say. But that's not the point. I'm saying even when I hear auntie, when the younger women call older women, I'm telling you what it is they slight checking you and putting
We
you.
already know, but I'm just so confused that you don't understand why you should be here with me. Sit down next to me, friend.
I mean, you accept what you accept.
You ain't got no choice because he called you Unc.
No, I checked them.
What'd you say?
I said I know my nephews. You ain't none of them.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if he heard me, but I don't
No,
care.
he didn't. And if he did, he'd probably be like, "Oh, old Ian don't know what he's talking about." Like he would have definitely dismissed you as an old, bothered, grumpy man.
Y'all think like it's just certain things. It's like talking to somebody in the that's about 80 from the civil rights movement, and you say the N-word. Like they're not going to get it. And I would never say that to them because I know they're not going to get it. That's what I'm saying. It's the boundaries. Like say it to your generation once you get older, but that's why, because slight disrespect turns into full-blown disrespect after a while. And we not checking them when we thinking it's cute, but I'm telling you, like I say, I would use the N-word to people in my generation, maybe my pops, I don't know. But if I see someone from the civil rights movement, I'm checking myself. Boundaries, respect. I'm telling you. It's not the
sorry
word.
that you were. I'm sorry that you were called Unc.
No.
Actually, I'm not.
It's who it's coming from. You know, my nephew's friends can call me that.
You only have how many nephews do you have, Mo?
6.
All right, so 6 people in the world and your friends' children.
I got some nieces too.
Okay, right.
And I have nephews' ex-girlfriends. If they see me on social media, sometimes they refer to me, oh, and that's cool. That's who it's coming from. I know you were family, or my nephew's wife. They could do that. I'm
Okay.
just these
So
little
what do you want? What do you want the YNs to call you?
just sir.
So if you held the door open and he was like, "Thank you, sir."
Yeah. Oh, you know, like that's because I respect it. That's what I'm trying to tell. If you think about it, there's no term that they use that's respectful to
No,
people.
you're right. That generation is not very much respect. But by us saying that, we sound even more like auntie.
We gotta draw
Yeah.
a line because this generation has no boundaries on what they do and what they say. If I pulled up when I was younger, when I played loud music, and my friends, we pull up to the car, we saw an older couple, older person to the right, to the left of us. We had the decency to turn our music down a little bit.
They don't. They don't. Well, you tell them. You tell them, Mo. You tell them. You tell them.
I'm just saying, we gotta start drawing the line with these young people, man.
Like it. Oh, you sound like an unk for real right now. These young people ain't got no respect. You gonna put some respect on my name.
Hey,
I get it. And I did try to clap. I said, well, I'm just minding my own business, walking around the rodeo. I didn't expect to be insulted, I didn't go to that young girl. She came over to me. And then the other ones tried to act like, but anyway, did you get it down? Did you get everything you needed to say out? Did you get it off your chest?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay. All right. I want you to get it off your chest before we can get into the dating, because you obviously were a little worked up about it.
Yeah. I had to go back to work. It messed up my whole day. I kept playing it back.
Have you ever seen the grumpy old men? There is really, their old men are grumpy.
I just kept playing it back in my head. Listen, we gotta. Hey man, y'all, it's funny now.
I'm not Mo.
I'm telling you, they're going to raise a generation of worse grandkids. We gotta start checking some.
Okay. Well, shout out to Gun Boss.
Listen.
He went to go, and he spent the whole day in G-pop mode. He spent the whole day with his grandson, who is 5 months and just literally the cutest thing in the world. So yeah, he is. I think he has forgotten who I am. He said all he needed to be sitting out with his grandbaby on the back porch with a beer. I was like, what about me?
Hey.
I don't even think he heard me. I don't even think he heard. He didn't even care. He just was like, what's up, C Boogie?
With young soldiers, man. Somebody, yeah, we gotta hey man, we gotta bring this community back. This is me practicing for my when I go to city council, because I have a feeling I'm gonna go. I'm about sick of this shit.
Oh, Mo is on a rampage. Yep. He is on a rampage after being called Unk earlier today. If you're just joining us, Mo was called Unk earlier when going into a gas station.
I'll take OG. That has prestige to it. I'll take OG. You gotta be certified to be an OG. I'll take that.
How would a person that doesn't know you know if you were an OG or not?
How you know I'm your Unk? That's what you said. The same thing.
It's just Unk is just a term that means older gentleman.
Listen, then you say thank you, sir.
when I would go to I remember a friend of mine wanted me to go to Essence Festival, and I didn't this is before I was at the particular age that I am now. I didn't want to go to Essence because, oh, thank you so much. I didn't want to go because I felt like the uncles were there. And a friend of mine, she was like, well, they'll spoil us because we're a little younger. And I was like, I don't want to hang out with the uncles. I didn't mean that they were bad. I just meant that they were older. It's not a term that meant it was bad. It just meant those were older gentlemen around your age. And in your 30s, you don't necessarily want to sit down in the company of a bunch of 50-year-old men in linen collarless shirts.
See, you're missing the education part of this. You could have learned something. That's your problem right there. That's it right there. That's it right there.
I didn't want to. First of all, those old men didn't want to educate me on nothing but taking me back to their hotel room.
You just had to sit and listen. That's all.
I don't. If somebody called him Unc when he was going into a gas station and it's caused us to be here 11 minutes and 48 seconds.
My bad.
I said, are you done? He said, yeah. Then he came back. I would have took OG. It was a YN. It was a younger gentleman.
Pull your pants up.
All right. All righty then.
I'm practicing because I'm going to be saying it in a minute.
Oh, Mo, they say you're still handsome, which is what he wants to hear. Y'all ladies, please. Yes, he does. He wants to know he still got it.
Thank you.
Still got it. I went to this comedy show and this older gentleman who I would have definitely referred to as an unk. He said you could tell. Well, no, they were talking about older gentlemen. It was a younger guy, and he was saying that you could tell when older men ask a young woman out, and he'll be like, because they said the older man would be like, let me take you out and get you a hot meal.
Let me put something on your stomach. Then later on, something in your stomach. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry.
Let me take you out and get you a hot meal.
Yeah.
A hot meal. All right. I had something for us to do today to start off with a nice activity because the summer is coming. Spring is here. We're in spring. And if you live here in the southern part of the United States, it is beautiful outside. People are getting antsy. I feel like sundress season is on the way. It is women are getting the colorful garments and they're about to start with the sundresses. And so I thought we would do an exercise today to help people that are dating online. I had a conversation with two ladies. One of them says they are dating online. Another one says she was not. But I saw a relationship expert on the Kelly and what is her husband's name? I can't remember. Anyway, Kelly and it used to be a bunch of other stuff. Kelly and Mark. And the lady's name I think was Karen Rogers, maybe. I can't remember her name. But she suggested putting together on your dating profile your fun print. And I wanted to share this with you because I know that you are online dating.
You had to tell anybody that?
I'm sorry. I thought we'd already shared that prior.
No, you keep sharing it. I've never shared it. You keep sharing it.
Well, I mean,
it's cool.
I'm just saying if they stumble across, they're going to see it anyway. So, So anyway, I thought we could help you and the people in the chat that are online dating to have something to kind of change their profile around, specifically women. And I'll say it's specifically for women who often lead with their work and responsibilities. And so what we are going to do tonight is to kind of figure out how we define ourselves for dating apps or for conversations with the opposite sex. She said you should focus on what is called your fun print, right? Because a lot of times in our profiles, we don't have our what we enjoy doing. We talk about what we're doing, what our responsibilities are at work. I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. So your fun print is 3 things that you enjoy doing that make you feel good. They have nothing, it has nothing to do with work. It's totally outside of that. So I thought you and I would share our fun print, and then we could get some of the people in the chat to put theirs in the chat as well. See Boogie, we want to hear yours as well. Druzy, Haitian Empress, McDiner, all you guys put your fun print in the chat here once we get ours. You can kind of see how this goes. It is 3 things that you enjoy doing that have nothing to do with work or your responsibility. See Boogie, yes. So it's 3 things. So I'll start since I've had time to think about it. So obviously one of my things that I enjoy is going to the ocean. I love going to the beach and just sitting there. I don't have to be doing a lot of activities. I like to get in the water. I like to be around the water. I love the water. So it's 3 things. It's not 3 days, it's 3 different things. So the beach, horses, and comedy shows. I love, that's probably my favorite thing to do. To go see, like, I like going to concerts, but to me, comedy, it's just, especially when it's a funny person. Like, I don't just like to go to random shows, but a good comedy show, just sitting outside at the beach near the water, watching the water, getting in the water, playing in the water, and riding horseback. That's my favorite, my fun print. Okay. I got Latasha says dancing, karaoke, and trying new activities. I love this. Okay. McDiner says horseback riding. Okay, sis. Paddle boarding, wine tours. I like that. You live 10 minutes from 10 miles from the beach. I'm so jealous. Where do you live? Haitian Empress says frolicking on the beach, looking for the right pair of shoes, and partaking in cultural activities. Love the opera. I do too. That's awesome. Dancing, live music, and bicycling. I love that. The beach, music, and good combo. I love that. See Boogie. Reading, dancing, roller coasters. All right, Scorpio, I know you're late. Come on, what's yours? Give us your fun print.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to redefine that at this age because I'm a person. I like I start everything off with great company. I've done things that I wanted, even by myself. Like, I've never taken a real vacation ever.
Taken. Okay. So you got great company.
Right.
What's next?
I don't want to sound boring, but I really think I have conversation.
That's the same as company.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Because I want to do things. There's things that I would want to do, but it's more about I haven't done them by myself. Like I would try. I've never done them, so I don't know. But I think a vacation, but a real vacation. I've never taken a vacation. My vacations, it consists of taking 3 days off at work plus the weekend and staying in town handling stuff that I couldn't handle during the week.
Okay, but no, we're talking about fun, so we don't want to talk about past. So okay, but I know that you like music. So do you like going to concerts?
I haven't been to one in a minute. I'll put it this way: like an intimate live band. I prefer that.
Okay, all right. So we got number 2. So good company, an intimate live band. I know you like smoking cigars.
I guess that would be fun. I guess it's chill. Like, at this age, I just want to do chill stuff. I don't want to. I'm boring.
Like, I don't want the fun. I just want the chill.
Yeah,
so you like going to cigar bars though, right? Because you get excited whenever you go to one.
Yeah, because I get to chill and relax. And
okay, so that's a fun print. That's
okay.
Fun.
I'll take that.
Yeah, say it again.
I said I really want to do the real vacation though.
Okay, so do that. Let's do that. You and I were talking. My daughter, who just turned 30, she went on vacation by herself. And she said it was the most empowering thing that she's done. She was like, I'm not going to wait, for someone else to go with me. I'm going. And she had a great time. Consumer welcome. We are giving our fun print. Miss Carrie Baby says smoking a cigar, live music, reading, comedy shows. I love that.
Okay.
Our fun print is basically 3 things that you enjoy that have nothing to do with work. Yes, I love that too. I was so impressed that she did it. I probably took my first solo vacation in my 30s, but it was definitely my late 30s, my later 30s, and it was something that was offered to me. But I didn't, and I was scared. I remember getting on the plane and like, I don't know anybody over here, and I got scared. Reading, exercising, and traveling. Consumer O says, okay, I love, see, so these are the things that we want to be talking about in our profiles, guys, not what we do for a living, not what we don't want in a partner. I think that if we show this, then we're going to attract the type of partner that has the same type of things that we like. P. Harvey says traveling, live music, and festivals. See, we need to be doing, we need to be leading with the things that are positive about ourselves and that allow other, that type of person to be attracted to us as well.
I heard you should do that with photos as well, showing yourself doing
Yep.
kayaking or whatever it is that like that's something I would try. I don't know if I like it, but there's a gang of things I would try.
Yes, yes. And I like that. Okay, the beach and fishing. Thank you, P. Harvey. My honey buddy loves fishing. That's probably one of his things. He likes fishing. He likes those what are those things called that are like uh slingshots and probably smoking hookah. I don't know, going to football and basketball games. I will talk about that in just a second, McDonough. Yes, we do need to. It is a PSA for sundress season.
So PSA for them flags. What was
I
up?
I saw that. I saw that you had a
Oh,
PSA
my
for the
fan,
flags,
them fans, yeah.
the fans. Um, yeah, but don't you think? Let me ask you this: when you've gone out on dates with women, or when you've even been talking to women on um I do review dating profiles actually, which is hilarious because I actually mentor a few girls that are dating right now, and I check in with them. We have a group text and we talk about what is positive and what they can take from their dates. But have you met women that you were attracted to them because of they seem like they had a good, like a fun side, or you enjoyed the fact they had a life outside of work? What's your feedback on women and hobbies and things like that? Are you getting that from dating profiles, Mo?
Not from the profiles itself. I'm getting that in the conversations a lot of times, hearing that, they volunteer, they do volunteer work, they run like you. Sometimes you got to pull it out of them. Sometimes they have like the icons, like they work out.
Mm-hmm.
Like check, I guess when they fill out their profile, you have these things that you automatically like to do. So you kind of see that. And if
Yeah.
you put one of yours out there, some of these dating sites will say, this is what you guys have in common.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that kind of thing. But a lot of it is through conversation. You can get a rhythm of somebody, and a lot of it starts with the tone of their voice. You hear the tone and it can be soothing to you or whatever resonates with you. And
Right.
then you hear that, and then people start to relax, and then you find this commonality, and then people start opening up, and you're hearing these other things that you didn't necessarily see on the profile.
Right. Okay. What would you think about that? Because that's one of the things that she said, and I think that's true. Because at least from the feedback that I heard, I am talking to people now. Thank you, Jasmine. She says traveling, concerts, and concerts. So she loves concerts. That's awesome. And I think when you meet someone, if you can see what they enjoy, even if it's not necessarily what you enjoy, it kind of gives you a better feel for their personality. Um,
Definitely.
yeah, I definitely think that. And I also think the biggest reason I really am excited about us kind of talking about this and leading with this in our dating conversation is that you don't want to be talking so much about what you don't want.
Which it for some reason in the description of the person, that's a red like when you I don't do this, don't do
Yeah.
that, I don't like this, and then you get to what they like, and it's either not there or so small at the bottom.
I'm tired by it. I know for me as a woman, when I read a man's profile and it was a lot of what they didn't like or what they didn't want, what they wouldn't stand for, I was exhausted. I just, and I automatically, if you, whatever you put energy into is what is going to be attracted to you, right? So if you put a lot of energy into what you don't want, you're going to end up fighting that, right? That's because that's what's going to be drawn to you because you're putting too much energy focusing on that. So I think talking about what we like, what we enjoy, what makes us happy, what brings us joy, what brings us happiness, what makes us feel alive is where we need to be. I agree that it's an instant turn off when a man is negative in their profile, and I'm sure the same is true for a woman.
I'm
Um,
interested. I didn't know that men did that. That's interesting because
yes,
I don't
God,
think
yes, they do. A lot of men do. I mean, you got to think about it. We're in a culture right now that we have this quote unquote red pill men. There are a lot of men that are so afraid of being taken advantage of. And I will just say this: most of the guys that are afraid of a woman taking advantage of them for their money don't have very much money, if any.
that's
So
why
I want to tell them they're not in any danger.
hey, what I've learned, these women that take a dime off the table, they don't care what I'll take that little bit too.
I'm just saying they're in no danger
Hey,
of really being taken to the cleaners. I mean, it's not like you are one of the basketball players that has be like, did you see that with that basketball player she got, sir? That is not what your baby mama would have the ability to do. So don't you worry yourself over his problems, please.
that's like saying, girl, you don't really have much of a body, so you ain't got to worry about him taking sex advantage of you.
That is
Nah,
not the same.
it is. It's that's not true. Because trust me, on a slow night, they will call that guy just to use him for dinner on a slow night.
But I think that Maria, I agree. She says men get offended for the rich men they look up to. That and those rich men will turn around and do the same thing again. If you look at it, most of those players that have multiple baby mamas, they have gotten taken to the bank and they go back again. Don't be concerned about them. Be concerned about yourself, sir. Don't worry about those other rich men. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to carry their burden for them. It's okay. It's okay. Um, but I think that all of us, women too, because I know women do go on there. I ain't playing no games. I'm not trying to be with nobody, just want to hook up. Ma'am, you know, depending on what your pictures are, the men may not even be thinking in that way. Don't even assume that that's what he's trying to do. Everybody come from a positive place. Um, what are you saying? Rich men who happen to be cultured never have these baseless discussions. I think people that make good decisions, period, and are dating for the right reasons tend to be less jaded. So if I've always said, if you are a woman who is looking to date a man because of how much money he has, I don't feel sorry for you when you get used. And in the same token, if you are a man that wants a woman that looks a certain way so it can make you look good, you got arm candy and you get used, I don't really feel sorry for you either, sir.
Fair.
Fair exchange is no robbery.
That's fair.
So the fun print, I think this is fun. Now, Mo, let me ask you something. What would you be attracted to for a woman? We've got your fun print was good company. Um, what was it? I know cigars and and what else did we say? Was it some,
Was it who?
was it something with music?
Oh, we just I don't know what it was.
Well, that's the problem because you're not taking this exercise
No,
seriously.
no, I'm really when I get asked that, what do I do? Actually, I got asked that today. It's always a lot of times at this age, like what was fun to me in my 20s, 30s, and maybe early 40s is not. So I'm trying to redefine that, but I haven't been outside or been on enough dates to really see.
But it's not about dates. It's about what do you like to
No,
do.
I don't know. I don't know because I haven't been doing anything. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to read. That's what come I said with the great company. It's a lot of stuff that I would try to find out. Like I would like to try canoeing. I would like to try indoor rock climbing. I would like to try the axe. I don't know because
So that's good. You gave us 3 things you would like to try. I like that.
if I like them, I'll come back and tell you and put that on the list. I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, maybe you said rock climbing, which
Indoor.
I did not see that coming. What else? We axe throwing.
Yeah, those are. I'm trying to be more activity based now, opposed to
Doing?
out to
Okay.
dinner.
Yeah.
What is the Scott? What is the joint? The when you slide down. What is that?
You want to slide down?
No, the thing you hold on to.
Parasailing?
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. The thing that you hold on to, you go from one point to an over, like over.
Oh, wow. That's not like oh my gosh, it's not bungee jumping, it's zip lining.
Zip.
Yes.
I want to do that. I never did it. I might
You
like
want
it.
a zip line. Oh well, hey, I don't know what you're waiting on, sir, because life is not waiting. You need to get out there and book yourself a zip lining.
I'm a person, and this goes back to the people thing. I like experiences with people. So later on, I have a reference point. If I only have that experience, I just get to think it. I like to share it. I'm a sharing person. If I'm
But you
doing,
know what I would suggest? I would suggest this. Since you don't want to go by yourself, I think that's the best thing for people to do. But if you don't want to go by yourself, just go with a group of friends. I did a lot of things with groups of friends. I guess you were not in that friend group, but I would do things with friends sometimes that I didn't when I didn't have a significant other. So I know horseback riding, I would go with friends, right? I would go. I don't want a zip line, but I did a lot of things that I with with just friends. So I think sometimes it's good to do that as opposed to waiting for a date to do that.
but you got a horse. You never invited me out there.
Well, no, I didn't think that you wanted to go horseback riding. And I will tell you, I told you guys a lot of guys, because actually I went with a friend of ours, a friend of mine that you know really well, took me horseback riding with some other people because I just wanted to go. And he was like, I was at home sad and everything. But um a lot of men I met were afraid of horses and did not want a horseback ride.
I'm one of them, but I will try. I'm a person that will try things.
And you're also very kind of finicky with your clothes and stuff. And so
No,
I didn't invite you out to because did you ever come see Paris?
I never seen no horses.
Okay, so yeah, I think because like you're like into your designer clothes and stuff, and most time guys like that aren't really comfortable coming to see the horses. But I'll say this: what now? You guys keep this. We're going to say this on the live, so Mo can't turn back. So on April 19th, my horse, and I are hosting an event called Cowboys and Creatives. And it's right by your house. It's not far from your house. So you have no excuse. It's on a Saturday. You have no excuse not to come out and meet Zuri. You could even hop up on her, maybe, if you feel that way. Where's the juice? Horses are not evil, okay? Any people that feel horses are evil probably have some type of darkness in them that the horse is responding to. But no, come out. So right. So come out. There'll be a lot of people out there. It's going to be a big trail ride, bonfire thing. Zuri and I are hosting. You'll be there, right?
I will make my. Here's the thing. Yes, the answer to that.
It's very close to your house, so you have no reason not to come.
I dress for occasions. When I go to work, I don't dress like. I wish y'all could see my work clothes. I don't like. I dress because I'm not doing nothing. Don't assume like this is how people judge people. They don't know, but I do a lot of things, and people were like, "I didn't know you do that," because they judge me on. I got more than one side to me.
Okay, well, you bring it to Cowboys and Creatives is what you do.
Yeah, like,
That's at me, sir. You bring it to Cowboys and Creatives. I've never seen you in no dirty jeans and old tennis shoes.
the occasion never called for it.
Well, it's calling for it now.
There you go.
All right. So Mo is coming to Cowboys and Creatives. Now there will be fans.
There'll be who?
Fans.
I don't have a problem with the fans. I don't want them. I know what's going to happen with those fans. They're going to be flickering in guys' faces that they don't like. I see the play. I see it early. That's why I called it out on the thing. I know what's going to. I don't have a problem with the fans. I know what they're going to do with those fans. And they ain't going to be just on the dance floor. They're going to take it, and when the guy tries to holler at them that they're not interested in it, pow, throw it up in his face. I know what's going to happen.
Mo has some cowboy boots because we had an event at our house, and he had cowboy boots for that, right?
I never went to your house and wore cowboy boots up. I got about 5 pair of work boots.
But what did you wear the day that you came for the Don't, because you came to the party, the cowboy party.
I didn't see no cows. I ain't seen no.
Yeah, you wore because the girl that you with had cowboy boots on.
Oh, I came to that, but that was, that was for the indoor. But outdoor, yeah, trust me, we good. Yeah, that was some indoor. Yeah. And I won, by the way, best. Yeah.
He did win best dressed. But did you not have cowboy boots on
though? No, I did not.
What did you have on?
Some kind of boots. It wasn't cowboy boots.
We should take your win back because you don't really deserve to win if you didn't have on an authentic cowboy boot.
That's how good the outfit was. I had on cowboy, everything else you didn't even notice.
He did not wear leather chaps, C Boogie. All right. Yes, the Dukes and Boots event. We'll be there as well. We'll be Zuri and I'll be there as well. But Cowboys and Creatives is going to be a lot of fun. And if you guys are here in Atlanta, you can come out and see me and Zuri and Mo. That'll be we should get some good content for there. So, all right. So let's talk about dates. Have you ever had a date that you did not enjoy the activity that you and the date did?
No.
So you enjoy everything. You're easy to please.
No. It wasn't the activity. I might have not enjoyed them. That's
okay. I knew that was coming.
That's usually, even when I went to Vegas, like I love Vegas, I was with the wrong person in Vegas. That's my problem.
What did you enjoy the most in Vegas?
I don't know, because they didn't do anything.
Oh my gosh.
Now, much to do, but I had to be considerate of the person I was with. She didn't gamble. She did let me. I'm gonna say let me. She watched me play blackjack a little bit, but other than that, she didn't drink. It was just like it was just boring. I was with the wrong person. Vegas is cool, but that's why I say everything starts with great company. I can do anything with great company. Starts there. I'm just saying.
You are in an unk mood tonight.
I'm being real. I'm being real.
So did you enjoy anything though there in Vegas?
Nah. I wish I could have ditched her and did something else, but I did.
Okay. Ty Snatched Me says one date I thought I wouldn't enjoy was the gun range, but it turned out good. Okay.
That's a great date.
Yeah, I've done that one time. I didn't think I would like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But if really what you're saying is true though, Mo, because like if you enjoy the person, thank you, Karen Shields. If you enjoy the person, then you will really enjoy the date, right? Because I'm not really a person that likes to shoot guns, but I do, Gun Boss obviously is a master gunner. And so I enjoyed it with him, but that's only because it was him.
There you go. I
didn't really need to do it.
I could wait in the doctor's office for 5 hours and read all the magazines and be bored if I'm by myself, or be bored or with bad company. But if you're in somewhere with great company and this person makes you laugh, it's not going to be as bad. So to me, it's always great company first, and I could do almost anything. Right.
No, I definitely agree with that. I'm trying to think of a date where there was an activity that was, I'm not a person that likes to try stuff if I don't want to do it. So, I'm not easily swayed. So I know early on when I was younger, I don't like roller coasters. Ooh. So I would like to go to the fair or to the amusement park with guys, but I just never was going to get on the roller coaster. And I know a lot of guys did not like that. I was a bad date to the amusement park.
That's understandable though. Some people have a fear of it. I get it.
Yeah, I got on. So when I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, so there was an amusement park called Bells. It was like Six Flags or whatever. So we would go. That was a cool date to go on, right? But when I was younger and we would go back to Ohio, we went to Cedar Point. We went to Cedar Point with my uncle Daryl, and he convinced me to get on a roller coaster, and I feel like I almost died. I did not like the feeling.
Was it the
I it was just a lot. I just don't like it. I don't like the high, then the slam down. I hate it. I don't like it. I got off and I was like shaking. I was traumatized. Never got on another one.
Can I tell you what I don't like?
What do you not like?
Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. What they say? What's the line
Which line, Mo?
about the judging?
Oh, we listen and we don't judge.
That one.
Okay, that's what we are. We listen and we don't judge.
Listen, we don't judge. Especially when people will go out to the movies, because now you can order movies to the. When should be like, I like scary movies. I'll be like, man, that's damn near a red flag.
I don't like them either. I'm with you.
I
Yeah.
got traumatized as a kid, and I was never the same after that.
What movie was it?
Well, I had the advantage of seeing this. Is how old I am. I seen the first first Halloween first, and then I seen the first Friday the 13th on a school night. This is how irresponsible parents are. I don't know why we went on a school night, but we saw Friday the 13th. This was the one, and at the time, my stepmother she was going to the hair school, the beauty school.
Okay.
And everybody remembers. Hopefully, you remember the end of the Friday the 13th. So we had moved out the projects and moved to a low-income townhouse. And it was 2-bedroom, but me and my stepbrother shared the basement.
Okay.
So in order to turn out the light and go to bed, you had to go up the stairs, then come down and walk in the dark.
Oh, wow. That sucks. Yeah.
We watched the movie. I'm terrified. I get in the bed. I turn off the light. He would make me go up there and turn off the light and walk back. Now, the mannequin heads that they did the hair with in the practice, they turned on the light and threw the mannequin head down the stairs.
Wow.
And I was done. Probably peed the bed that night too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow. How old were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
Like in second grade.
Oh, that's a baby. That was the baby. Oh, no, scared the baby like that.
After that,
Yeah, I don't like it. That's not.
for taking me there.
Yeah, that's crazy. I did see a scary movie. I think in first grade. It was Cujo,
Remember?
and I was scared of dogs. Obviously, it wore off, but I was scared of dogs for a long time. El Chapa has a very scary date. She says bowling, it was not so much the sport of it, but the guy I went out with had on skinny jeans and he was egregiously knock-kneed. I had to watch his knobby knees knock every time it was his turn to bowl. That is disgusting. And skinny jeans and skinny legs are not a match that should ever meet.
So who should be wearing skinny jeans if they're still wearing? Because they're out right now, but when they were wearing.
Well, let's say this. If you have skinny jeans and skinny legs with a skinny body, then I guess it could be okay.
Okay.
But because there are a lot of people that have skinny legs, but not a skinny body.
Because I found out a lot of y'all dudes had hips when the skinny jeans was out.
I did not know that the hips, because they look pretty much, it looks like they have on jeggings.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a jegging. And
Gotcha.
I'm not really into men with skinny jeans on at all. I'm with you, Mary. I don't think men should wear. Hell, I don't know if women should be wearing skinny jeans unless they're skinny at the bottom and the top.
If they're boxy.
There's nothing worse than a skinny at the bottom and then in a transition that is rough. Let's talk about outfits that are a no on a first date, because I did want to put out this PSA on the sundresses or the slip dresses. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago with Ready to Love, because there was one of our good sisters there, Rocky. had on a slip dress. Now, a slip dress, for people watching like yourself, Mo, that may not know what that is, it is not necessarily a sundress, but it is a silk dress that basically is just very plain. It has straps, and it basically fits like the old fashioned slips that we used to have to wear
Okay.
back in the day, right? So it just has straps here, and then usually it either could have a cow neck or just a little V-neck, and it's just straight down. All the same fabric, silk, nothing else. There is no time that that dress should be worn without a shaper. And maybe we should share this. Maybe this is a good time to like and share this broadcast, because I think a lot of women don't understand. You need you need a shaper, and you need one that not is not just around the legs, because what's happening is a lot of women are trying to have a bigger butt right now. And so they put on a shaper that just shapes their thighs, and they leave the butt out. No, you want to have a shaper that goes basically from up underneath the girls all the way down to the knees if the dress covers the knee. Okay? You want to smooth it out. Yes.
Do they leave the butt out for the jiggle purposes?
They do. They
Okay.
do. And I understand that it's really important in these times to show butt, because sometimes I'll be honest, what the shaper can do sometimes is push in the butt, and it kind of smushes it, if you will, which is not what you want. But what you want to do is you want to find a good shaper. I would disagree with that, Renee. Renee, even I have some friends that are in very good shape. That would not be me. But I do have some friends that are in tip top shape. You know, Shay is a good friend of mine that is in amazing shape. You will never catch Shay without a shaper. It's just it's not even for the shape. It's really just because it is to make it more appropriate, right? If you have on a slip dress and you know your panty line can show, even if you're thin, we don't want to see your belly button. Like you just want to smooth that out so that it's a very appropriate silhouette, if you will.
Who don't want to see?
Well, we know you all want to see, but that's not to be seen outside of the bedroom, Mo.
I got you. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean, good question there. Yeah, I'm talking about, it's not about being fat or thin, because some people are thin, but they may have jiggles and lumps and bumps and cellulite or whatever. It's just to smooth it out. It's not about you being small or big. We were taught to wear slips as well, but slips don't necessarily, work now. I don't think people, because I used to have to wear cotton slip. Like, I don't know what that was about. But
Just
another thing that you could look at doing is getting a silk dress that has a liner. You definitely still wear a shaper, but I know I have a designer here that I get clothes from that have liners in the dress, because that's just it's gonna again smooth it out. I don't believe that anyone, even like I said, if you're small and you have a great shape, you still just don't want to put, especially on silk. Now, if it's like jersey knit, the kind that stretches and kind of pulls you in, that's different. But silk is just, unless it's not body hugging at all. We're talking about body conscious dresses. So if you wear a size 2 and the dress is not touching your body, it's just kind of whispering along, that's different. I'm talking about when people are wearing things that hug their curves. We should always have a shaper on.
I have a question.
Yes,
The slips go out with pantyhose. I noticed they left about the same time.
I think they did. I really think they did. This generation is not for pantyhose or for slips. Yeah. And we used to have to wear both.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of them in
Not, yeah, I don't even see slips in the store. I just see body shapers with like shorts, the biker shorts on them, or the panties. And you know, yeah, I
it's
don't even see slips being made anymore. I see like a camisole top, and then they'll have like the little biker short bottoms.
For a man, it's always interesting. How do I say it? It's always interesting when you're undressing a woman and you're seeing it's a lot of packaged stuff that yeah. So it's interesting because now you're labeling it. I don't know what the equipment is, but I'm finding out now.
Well, the shapers, because I've heard some guys say, "Why don't I hug a girl? Does she feel hard? She has on a shaper and it's sucking her in."
Like hugging the police. It's a lot of stuff, but
like not like a bulletproof vest.
Hey, depending on who you hugging. I told you about the incident with how I got my hand caught inside the brazier. Remember with the wire? Anyway,
share with the people, Mom. Share. All right, let's get to our topic. We're way off. We're way off time. Let's get to our topic, which was R&B songs that have shaped our dating perspective.
Woo! Let's talk about it.
R&B songs. That is our topic for tonight. We did talk about our fun print, R&B songs that have shaped our dating perspective. And I will just say right away, and I think I've told you guys this, I blame Babyface for a lot of my early mistakes when it comes to dating, because I listened to LaFace records for a big part of my early childhood. 51 minutes in, and that's the topic. Yes, Haitian Empress, because we got sidetracked with the.
Please do put that out, Haitian Empress. We know. You just watch.
Just come on. It can include country music. It can include whatever you listen to. Because I will say, when I grew up, I didn't just listen to R&B. I listened to a lot of pop. So I did listen to Tiffany and Debbie Gibson and, a lot of the pop artists that were singing romantic songs. But as a result, it ruined me and made me believe that romance was a real thing.
That is true. I think over time, when I first listened to music, it went from liking to holding hands music, to making love, to now we're just doing it raw.
Put your panties to the side.
Right. But I grew I posted the DeBarge record, right? Right. And I remember that.
Which record?
All This Love Is Waiting for You.
Yeah.
Right. Now, even songs before that, but I just remember that specifically because I remember everybody if the project was singing that record. I remember it's a bunch of us, and that song was on, and nobody felt the way it was singing. It was just a beautiful song. You were liking girls, but music, each generation seems to become more aggressive, more assertive, and it can. You kind of follow that, but you get disappointed when you try that out in real life, thinking it's going to be that way, thinking it's going to be a New Edition record, Lost in Love. But
the New Edition was the best. That was my, you're listening to these guys sing about how much they like the girl. You want to be that girl,
right, and you want to say this to that girl, but reality starts setting in, and I think hip hop ruined it. I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm a hip hop guy, but hip hop ruined the love aspect of R&B.
Wow, that's a big statement.
I hate to say it, but I really believe so. It ruined the love aspect, and it was really, I hate to say this, but it was really the West Coast. Before then, you never heard anybody from the East Coast use the B word, use the H word. LL say he needed love.
He did.
But when
we believed him.
And it's not to say what they were saying out in the West didn't exist, but we didn't choose to do that. But then the culture changed, and we adapted that. But really, to me, hip hop ruined R&B.
Wow, that's a topic for your show, but that's an interesting topic. We'll have to talk about that. But let's talk about, we were talking about our favorite love songs, and a girl, Ty snatched me. Tevin Campbell I am a Tevin Campbell stan.
Oh Lord.
I love Tevin Campbell. I love me some Tevin Campbell. I love me some Tevin Campbell. All the way from tomorrow to break it down to can we talk to brown eyed girl. Like I'm a Tevin Campbell stan. But let's talk about what some of those songs were specifically in those years where you're like starting to date and starting to like
High years.
junior high was crazy.
Let me tell you something. What's the dude? Ready for the World.
You know what? Could you send me that song today that they're who remade that song? Akon, which is very strange.
Yeah, he took but it was, and thank God he took that hairpiece off. But yes, but I like my stepbrother because he played a lot of Ready for the World, and I really dug it. I really dug it.
Ready for the World, but you know what's so interesting about Ready for the World? Which Oh Sheila was a good one, but that one that Akon sampled, it never really mattered too much to me.
Right.
What was the name of that record?
It's just too damn grown for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that song. Oh my gosh, we love that song so much.
Thank you. I love it.
Love that song. Oh my gosh, we love that. And we would just, be singing it, and it just. But you think about Ready for the World. They were really kind of like, the look was very effeminate.
It was the androgynous era.
Yeah, I love Gerald Levert too. Let Me Love You Down.
But the band era was the last era that really stamped. The band era, they really did it, and they still do it to if you can find a band. But when you got those people that redo those records, but then when we transitioned and it wasn't so much bands and it was cats like even still the 90s was still full of it, and you gotta admit it.
Haitian Empress says Prince was ready to lead me right to promiscuity. Indeed, he was. All of us. But see, I was more. I was one of the. You know how you guys remember the Prince versus Michael Jackson?
Right.
I was always more of a Michael Jackson person than Prince. But I liked both of them. The lady in my life, Freddie Jackson. I think I told you guys before. This guy that I had a crush on when I was in high school. His first name was James. I won't say his last name, but man, he used to sing that Tasty Love with his basketball on the basketball court. I thought he was the finest thing ever. Oh my God, that song. Why was that 16-year-old boy, that 15-year-old boy singing Tasty Love?
Interesting. Tasty. Wow, that was a little mature for him at that time, wasn't it?
It really, unfortunately, he was very advanced.
There you go.
He was very advanced, yeah.
I remember this girl gave me this Prince tape, and she was like, on the B-side, the second to the last song, listen to that and think of me. And that song was called Adore.
Oh my God.
Tell you,
now, that's an advanced girl.
We weren't like 10th grade, something like that. And when
so when you put on the song, what did you think?
The song was dope. The song was like, and it made me think of her. It made me think of her. But then the radio station caught on to it. It was like #1 for like weeks.
Ever. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was that right. But it was she wanted me to associate the song with her, and I get it. That's what back in the day, we talked about this. Me and C Boogie talked about this on our show. Like, we come from the era when you made slow jam tapes.
I watched, you know what? I was watching Little Kevin Hart's cartoon show that's on BET Plus, and it was showed him as a little kid making this slow jam tape to play at a dance. And I was like, that is crazy. And he was doing it like we used to, like put the cassette tape in and put it next to the radio. And that's how you got the songs. You had to be there and push record and play. And then afterwards you would cut it off and it would have these little plick up, and you would hear all the little stuff. Yes.
Unless you had a dual cassette and you could get each song from different tapes or someone else's tape. But the beauty of it was, like I said, you could custom make, put your own name on it, and you loan it, even in my 20s up until then, you know, there was a point in the club where they would play, DJ would help you out. They'll play 4 or 5 slow songs in a row to help you out, which they don't do anymore.
No, because nobody is dancing. I was telling, so when I hosted the ministry the other Sunday, they played Mint Condition, You're Breaking My Heart. And I remember when I went through a breakup with my high school sweetheart, I would not answer the phone for him. I found out he was cheating on me. I didn't answer the phone. Went to the senior dinner dance by myself, and he was in the room. They played Mint Condition, Pretty Brown Eyes.
Woo!
And he was just staring at me across the room. It was like this very intense moment. Foolishness. But okay, let's talk about what was the story behind the songs? Because Mo called me and was like, R&B songs are supposed to be about love. A guy is not supposed to hate on another guy in a song. And I told him, I said, that basically was the entire shtick of R&B. R&B was, your man's not treating you right. Let me come in and you know and be the one to treat you better. That was everybody's shtick.
Jodeci didn't do it. And that's my favorite group, them and the OJs.
Let me see. Let me run through the Jodeci lyrics in my head, because I promise everybody
Jodeci didn't do it. They not, hey, come and talk to me. Stay. They didn't have to mention other men and put down other men to get the chick. That's sucker stuff. Don't do that.
Because Jagged Edge, he don't love you.
Don't do that.
He don't love you like I love. That was a great song.
That's cheating. Get the woman on your own merit.
Not cheating. It was. I mean, there's obviously a lot of men out there that are hurt watching other men not treat beautiful women right.
Mind your business. Treat your lady right. That's all.
Hey lover is exactly. I heard he drink too much and smoke too many blunts. Like, come on, that was
the king of that.
Who, LL?
About you to death to get you away from that.
LL was the king of that. It did. I'm telling you, it was always. I mean, I don't know that Babyface was talking about another man, but anytime you say, I give good love, I'll buy your clothes, I'll cook your, I mean, come on.
Do with another man?
No, he was just, I mean, I think he was telling you, like, if you're over there, you're not, it's not.
That's what you interpret it. That's wrong.
I know there's a Babyface song where he talks about a woman not being treated right. That was everybody's song.
Listen, man.
Everybody's song.
I don't like when they do that, man. Just do the chick on your own. Just put your stuff out there. If she comes, she comes. But you don't have to talk about that other man.
Mario, you should let me love you. Like, that's just what it is.
Do with another. She could be single and he be saying that.
No, he said you should let baby, I just don't know. Do you think you deserve being hurt? It was all about I know you saw the makeup, the lipstick on his shirt. You don't believe his stories, you know, that they're all like, it basically is him telling you the other guy is cheating on you, bad as you are.
Who wrote that song?
Neo.
All right, he wrote that when he was broke. He couldn't see. That's what I'm saying, man. Look at Neo. He had to say something like, look at all the guys that talk like that.
LL was talking like that, and he definitely.
But that was his niche, and he shouldn't have been doing that. Well, he didn't have to say that when I need love. Just tell her what you need. You don't have to put me in it.
Well, I mean, I know guys that's just game. Keith Sweat.
And y'all fall for it.
Well, I mean, hey, y'all
Keith
fall
Sweat
for it.
Beg. Keith Sweat just beg. He ain't talking about no other man.
Let me run through it.
Yeah.
I have to write, and I'm also going to look at the songs because I was a big fan of Keith Sweat and Gerald Levert used to sing some amazing songs together.
That is called dirty macking. Don't do that.
Dirty macking.
It is. It's dirty macking. You don't mention another.
Dirty macking. Did New Edition have any songs like that?
No, he told his homeboys, look, why are you all coming down on me? Supposed to be. I know you're trying to help me out. I'm trying to show you what life is really about.
What life is really about. Yes.
Make it on my own. So why don't you fellas just leave me alone? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and you know how it
I like the girl. Who cares who you like?
is.
Yes, yes. We're having it feels good in here. It feels good. Yes. He did. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike. If I like the girl, who cares who you like?
Yeah, who cares who?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes. That is hilarious.
Cool it now. Cool it.
Cool it now. Cool it now. I don't know about the Old Town. I was with you, story Simone shares with the LSG Brian McKnight. I don't know about the Old Town. I'm gonna bring it back.
Now, man.
Johnny Gill. I'm trying to think. I know Tony has a record about a man not doing somebody. I'm telling you, that was
Days ain't never have to do that.
the OJs. I don't know those songs, Mo.
I like the OJs.
Do you know OJ songs?
Yeah, I'm Skippy. I do. Yes, I like the OJs.
And you wonder why those young boys called you Unc.
But I like OJs, and that's my favorite. OJs and Jodeci. That's my favorite groups. That's my favorite old school. Yeah, why not?
I don't know about Old Town. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop the support.
Yeah, I don't know about Old Town. I don't know about that.
What about I'm trying to think of some of those, because there was a lot of those groups that just got one or two songs in, like As Yet. I didn't really like those people, but you know, they might have had one or two songs. The heavy, what was the Big Men? What was the Big Men? It's written all over your face.
That was the dudes from Ohio, Rude Boys.
Yes, I wasn't really like into that, but they had a couple of songs. Groove Theory was great, but that means they had one album. But I mean, you know, yes, but no. We're trying to get to what are the people? Drew Hill definitely had songs talking about a man, a woman, you know, with another man, and he was waiting on her to come. That's just part of it.
No, he was talking about the girl sleeping with the name one.
I'm running through the lyrics through my head. Hold on.
I never did that. What's the record that Keith Sweat wrote and Charlie Wilson re-recorded? I was there, by the way. Fendi.
Well, thank you for that fun fact.
Yeah, that was dope. But yeah, man, I just don't. I'm just not a fan of that. I mean, the records are cool, the melodies. I just don't like promoting, like talking down on another man to get the chick. Just talk to her. If she gonna go, brother.
I think that just is a part of the formula, though, because I think about the Jackson 5. I'm a big Jackson 5 fan. And Jackson 5 had the Stop the Love You Save May Be Your Own.
You talking about old?
I just love those because my mother introduced me to the Jackson 5. So I had their album. And it was another one. It was Stop the Love You Say May Be Your Own. And it was another song that they were saying the girl was fast and she was kissing everybody else. Okay, I may be on a road by myself. Hold on. I Want You Back. Was it I Want You Back? Anyway, I think that the whole formula of a girl being with another guy is just a part of hip hop. I don't think you can switch it out. Okay, C Boogie, but I'm just telling you, that's where R&B started, okay? The Jackson 5, the Temptations, all those people.
No, what we got messed up at, and this is one of my favorite R&B songs. We got messed up at Knocking the Boots.
Yeah, I didn't like that's not a good song.
It's a great song, but
it's not a good song. And the video was even worse because there were two Timberlands on a line knocking.
That's when we started turn right there.
Horrible. H-Town, yes, I like the way. There was H-Town had a song that was kind of like a remake of Let Me Love You. It was like She Was So with the older woman. They had a song about the
you talking High Five.
High Five, yeah. I didn't like H-Town. I like High Five. I wasn't an H-Town fan. We are afraid to say any songs from that person, Linda V. We're not gonna do it.
Ooh. The PP Man?
The Pied Piper.
Got some of the greatest songs. Hey.
He does, but now did he have any that we're talking about another man?
I don't really know if he was Dirty Mackin. Maybe later on, but not in the beginning.
I know he said when a woman's fed up.
Yeah, that's real.
And that was very true. But yeah, we're not going to say his name. Don't say his name. He has the songs. We know he does, but we're not going to say his name. I don't want him asking where are his residuals. That was foolishness. Foolishness and folly. What is your favorite what is your favorite love song hands down? What is it?
Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I couldn't because it changes every day, man, to be honest.
Okay, so what is your favorite love song when you are first meeting a girl? Because I think there's different like levels. Ooh, David Hollister was the
coming up, probably the first one was probably Lost in Love by No Edition.
Okay, you have mentioned that one.
That's when I faith in women in love. That's before I knew better. But Lost in Love. Yes.
So I think mine would be Tell Me What You Want Me to Do.
Who sings that?
Tevin Campbell. Oh, you've heard it. Don't play.
Once you figured out what was going on with him, did they?
No, but I'm saying I didn't know that until years later.
Once you found out, did they still
Tevin Campbell is Tevin Campbell going to be with City Ridery? Somebody tell me, please. Or is it David Hollister? Either way, I'll go.
David, I know David is on tour to City Winery, so it might be him.
I love David Hollister.
He is, but it's during the week, and I probably can't go. But
my favorite girl is my favorite song by him. My favorite girl.
Yeah, I love that record.
Yes, I was like, if Tevin Campbell, I'm about to go get my ticket now. Okay, so Dave Hollister, I still want to go. That'll be good. I'll take Gun Boss on a little date. I'm not into Tyrese anymore because I know Tyrese personally and I'm over it. I can't get into his songs. So at the event that I hosted, we were asking people to play their favorite love songs, right? Do you know that the DJ played Signs of Love Making by Tyrese? I'm like, that is not a favorite, sir.
Or she's a Scorpio. What?
No. These are the sounds of love making. Are you a zodiac freak? That one. Sorry, don't talk about my singing. I know I can't sing. Yeah, I was like, that's not a favorite though. That's not like I would have said Sweet Lady by Tyrese is like the best one.
Dope record, yes.
But you don't say Signs, the Zodiac, that wasn't the best one. That's like an album cut.
Depending on how young, they on some different stuff. Depending on how young the person is.
I can't do Tyrese. I know Tyrese personally, so that's why I'm saying that. I've had some run-ins with him. This last one, I'm over it. Brian McKnight has the most beautiful love songs consecutively. I don't care what he's doing on social media. I don't want to. I'm talking about Brian McKnight for both of my weddings. I had Brian McKnight songs. Still in Love is a beautiful, oh my God, it's a beautiful song.
That one that he did on Martin.
Yeah. Yes.
CW know this. I had a friend of mine, a friend that was in his R&B group, had sing it to this chick I know in front of me and sing it to her.
Were you making eye contact with her?
It's the only way to do it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
You're so dramatic. You're such a Scorpio.
I was like, yo, would you? And he did it. And hey, you serenaded. I can't sing. If I could sing, I would have did it.
Did you rap on the chorus?
Oh, man, I let that man breathe. I stayed out of it. I just asked him, and he did it. And shout out to my man Mike. And it was beautiful. And then I was like, all right, you can leave now. And he set it up for me.
Not you staged your own scene.
Why not?
No, that is a pretty song. That I want and need to be with that. Now, how old were you when you did that?
About 23.
Oh wow.
Yeah, about 23.
You were sprung. Every time I close my eyes, is a beautiful song. Oh my gosh. I just want to go to a dance now. I want to go. We don't get to dance anymore. That is a beautiful song. Yes.
Somebody should throw an all slow jam party.
I knew. Well, we should do it.
We should.
Let's do it. Let's do it this summer. I knew somebody was going to say as yet. I knew it. And there it is. Tammy Bold says Last Night by As Yet. I see that's the only good song they had, and I just couldn't go all the way. Let's do that. Okay, we're saying it here. Say it before somebody else steals it. We're gonna throw a slow jam party.
Oh yeah, like really, like for grown people, and we're relaxing. It's a real cool, chill vibe. Like and just feeling like and put love in the air, man. And because I think that's what's missing. It's just that element of everybody's relaxed. There's no tension in the room. The energy, the room is filled with love.
You by Jesse Powell was I mean it's a breathtaking song. He also has another song. I think it's called I Love You. As well. That's just beautiful. But you was that. I mean, that's that song. That's that song. We got to do that. We got to do that. That's awesome.
Let's chill.
Awesome. Tears by the Isley Brothers.
Or Tears by the Force MDs.
And people forgot about the Force MDs.
Hey, that Tears was a mother, boy. What?
Yeah, yes. When Will I See You Smile Again by BBD. Yeah. I used to love that song. Ricky came through with the vocals on that one. Ricky Bell came through.
Shout out to
yeah, I think throwing it on a yacht would be dope because it's got to be a sexy vibe, and it's got to be couples dressed a certain way.
It got to be intimate. It can't be too big of a spot.
It's got to be intimate, and I don't want it to be like. It's got to be real. That would be amazing because we don't get to do that anymore.
The DJ used to help me out. When you see that woman, you've been watching her. And y'all maybe dance on the fast record, but then her friends pulled up, whatever. But then this was your moment. It was like you knew he was gonna play, about 4 of them joints, and he helped you out. And they stopped doing that. You don't even need a dance floor. You could just get close to someone and vibe out. And I really think that's.
I will admit, my husband does that. He will come home and he will just put on a song, and we will just dance in the house. He does that. I love that. He'll just put on a song and we'll dance in the house. But I want to do it around other people.
Let's put that together.
Yeah, just to be close to you. That is beautiful. Yes.
Whoever said that is of age.
Well, but you know what the crazy thing is? There are songs through everything. So there are like songs when you first meet a person, like the Can We Talk? And then there's the song, Hey Edna. Then there's songs where you know that you're starting to like that guy. And then there's those songs where you're really lost in love. And then there's the breakup songs when you like,
the Usher
records. Yeah. But Usher has some beautiful songs as well for the in love part. It just, I guess, because of his relationship breaking apart, he wasn't able to stay there. I do think.
What is it? I can't. I love. What is? How it go?
Which one is it?
Last.
What?
We can't beat.
Oh, you talking about Deborah Cox and Ariel? We Can't Be Friends.
No, on top the Usher record.
Which one?
The one that came out with the girl, and well, she's hardly in it, but when they talking about
We're still good.
Huh?
We're still good.
Right.
Good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, I wish Usher. What was the one that stayed on the Billboard charts forever? What do you say? No, my man, I'm gonna love you from the whole wide world. Let it say I'm
right.
You know that You Got It Bad. Duh. You Got It Bad.
What is the John B record? Now,
a bunch of them.
It came out in '98. I was in a strip club.
Here we go.
And
what?
Just don't know. What's the name of it?
They don't know. They don't know about it. Yeah.
That record, boy. Woo!
Yeah, John B has a couple of them. Yeah. They don't know. Spend My Life With You by Eric Benet. See, that's when you get to the wedding part, right? Just like I think that one song that the guy has out that's so beautiful is a wedding song. But so there's like stages.
What's the guys from Philadelphia that had the beautiful black princess? Oh my Lord.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that was in my wedding the first time. Yep.
Yeah, brothers. That's who did that.
Whitehead Brothers. Yep, it sure was. I looked everywhere for that song, and I had it in my wedding when I walked. That was what I walked down the aisle to.
They stole my girlfriend. I was trying to make her my girlfriend. She wasn't my girlfriend.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
No, I was trying to. This was when they was younger, and they used to be at the piano on the phone singing to her.
All of them
No,
together?
two brothers, because I was in Pennsylvania at the time, and she was like, "It's these two guys," and then she put. I was like, "What?" And by that time, they had a song that didn't hit, but then years later, they came out with the record we were talking about. It was on the Jason's Lyric soundtrack.
Jason's Lyric. So There You Go by Johnny Gill was on the Boomerang soundtrack because they played that record with Robin Givens playing games with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, I mean the soundtracks used to be so dope. Even the breakup songs I was thinking about on Waiting to Exhale. That's my favorite Mary J. Blige record.
The Secretary.
Yeah, you what's your love for your secretary? And she don't say secretary, she says secretary. Yeah, it
couple songs. She don't finish the word.
And then she'll make up a word. But yeah, that's my favorite Mary J. Blige song. To me, Babyface produced her amazing on that record.
To go back, man. We doing something wrong.
Yeah, but you're right. The music is helps you feel that, that feeling, that love, that excitement.
Soundtrack. It sets the tone.
It does. I do remember Perfect Combination by Johnny Gill. And they had another record too.
Perfect Combination. Oh man.
What was the other song with Stacey and Johnny Gill?
I don't know. I know. I mean, I've heard.
Now you done got me. I'm gonna have to go find it.
That Perfect Combination, though. Oh man, yeah. You and me, perfect. Oh my God. That's when I was innocent. That's before I got corrupted.
Well, how long was that? Because it just seems like there's a lot of corruption. That's all we hear about.
And after 8th grade,
where do we go from here? Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Where do we go? Yeah, thank you guys. Oh my God, I used to love that song. Oh, you just get into it. Yes. You don't have to cry. Not Edna says, I'm so in love with Chris Brown, sensational. Edna.
Come on, man. Edna
brought everything to a screeching halt.
What is we doing?
We like Chris Brown. Y'all know I love Breezy, but that ain't what we talking about though, Edna.
Make love songs.
We're talking about sensational. We're talking about love songs. What in the no, Edna.
We're talking about let's chill, let's settle down.
We're talking about Stacey Lattisaw. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Ty snatched me with you. You and I are on the same wave tonight. With that "I Miss You" by Aaron Hall, I was pregnant with my baby girl. And me and my child's father, my daughter's and son's father, were in a bad place. And I could not stop watching that song. It would come on the box, and I was stuck. I could not. And it's so sad because in the video, the girl dies. It broke me too.
Yeah, she do die.
Oh my God. Oh, and then my friends were like, "Stop watching that video." I was just sitting there with my little belly, like, oh my God. Yeah, that video was sad. But you know what? Another video that's sad with a beautiful song is Trey Songz, "Your Side of the Bed."
Oh, yeah, that's a fly record.
Why did he do that? Why was the video like that?
I don't even remember the video, to be honest with you. I'm not even.
So the song is amazing. It doesn't even sound like a Trey Songz song. I did like Lionel Richie, "Hello." I did.
Put that. Come on, man.
No, it's good. Don't do that. It's good. Good song.
That's what the blind lady. That's
it's a beautiful song. No, but Trey Songz, "Your Side of the Bed," he's singing to his girl, his wife. They have a child. She's in the military. She ends up getting killed overseas, and he's singing, and her side of the bed is it's so sad. It's so sad.
Damn it, man.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Deborah Cox, how did you get here? For all the alpha females that tried to block love out of their lives.
Is this the end?
Is this the end? Yes.
Mama told me one day it was going to happen, but she never told me when.
Mama said it doesn't happen. Yes, yes, yes. Your smile. How I used to love.
Ooh, Regina
Uh,
Bell.
yes, Renee and Angela. Okay.
Hey, Angela, that's that. Hey, Renee and Angela, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yes. Um, you know what? And I may be by myself with this one. Hold on. Oh my God, because there's a lot of heartbreak songs too. A lot of really uh just songs that'll make you cry. Where do broken hearts go? By
Mm.
Whitney Houston.
Deborah Cox.
Deborah Cox has a lot of heartbreak songs. Do men listen to heartbreak songs?
Not on purpose.
See, women will put them on. Let me tell you something that's funny. I know my girlfriend will not remember this. This is my one of my high school and college besties, right? She was in love with this guy. He had several situations. They ended up having to break up because he had gotten a girl pregnant and he had a baby. So he had to be was like, I gotta be with the girl that has the baby. So I told her with my dramatic self, I told her this was right after the bodyguard had come out. I told her to put the Whitney Houston song, I'll Always Love You. If
Oh Lord.
I told her to put that on a CD and ship and mail it to him and send it to him from her because I will always love you. I told her it would because she had to get him out of her system, but she couldn't. She couldn't. But yeah, she was like, I said, just put it in the song, put it in the package, send and brought him one last love letter and let it go. She didn't do it. Consequently, the girl that she was the baby, oh, actually one of the other girls that he was dating drove down to campus to try to fight her. But
Oh.
yeah, he had a lot going on. But anyway, I thought that would have been a great type of closure.
Hmm.
Now, Anisha, I love me some Tony Braxton, and I love that song is so beautiful. I love me some him. I love me some him, and also How Many Ways.
That's a Tony Braxton record, also.
Yeah, How Many Ways. Let me count the. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Yep, Sunshine by Alexander O'Neal. And yes, I'm 38 years old. Ma'am, you're somebody in your family took it back for you.
Hey, dope record.
Yeah, no, definitely. Whitney
Alex,
Houston, Haitian Empress says Whitney Houston was my first American concert. What a dope first concert. My first concert was New Edition, Heartbreak, Any Heartbreak.
my first concert was UTFO.
Wow.
eighth,
Wow.
eighth grade. I bought a ticket for me and my girlfriend.
Did you really?
I did. I didn't have enough money. I had enough money for my ticket. I was a couple dollars short. So I had to you know how you could, well, they don't do it here, but you could take back the bottles and get money.
Yes.
So I cleaned the bottles up. I took them out. I got enough money for her ticket, and she had to go to Jersey that weekend.
Wow.
So I went by myself.
Damn.
I was like, man, I
Poor
was
Mo.
bottles and cleaned them, took them back to the store. They got the $14 for her ticket, and she can't even come.
So did you take somebody else?
Nah, I just went by myself.
Oh wow. Well, that's not a good story, Mo.
It happened. So
Yeah, yeah. Mine was Bow Wow. Well,
somebody said their first. Oh
yeah.
Lord,
Ty Snatchme said hers was Bow Wow. My first concert was New Edition to their first album. Okay. My first concert was Biggie and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Sade, just everything that she does is I couldn't love you more is I just am a Sade fanatic. So
that part.
your first concert was the Jackson 5. Wow. Was it the Little Jackson 5, the ones I like? Or was it the Jacksons?
There's a difference.
I think it may have been the Jacksons. The Jackson 5.
You don't know how low she is.
I don't, but I'm just saying the Jackson 5. Like that would have. I don't even think my mom could go to the Jackson 5. Maybe I don't know. Well, yeah,
Yes, you could.
yeah, yeah. No, it's not judging. I just didn't. The little ones, girl. I first of all, can you DM me because I am obsessed with the Jackson 5, ABC. I'm obsessed.
Do you know when they did the song the Troop redid?
Yeah.
That was in 77.
Yeah.
So they not, the Jacksons, they're older, but
I guess that's true because yeah, that's true. That makes sense. So the Love You Save, I Want You Back. Was it the Love You? What is the song where they're saying that the girl was going to somebody said she kissed Isaac under the tree. Anyway, you and I need to talk. I'm a Jackson 5 fanatic. I started watching the Jackson 5 cartoon, and then I went back and found all their albums. And I have the albums today on my phone. I mean, I don't have the actual albums. My uncle does, and I was looking at his collection when I was in Houston, and I was kind of scheming on it because I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take some of those. I was obsessed later. I love them. And Michael Jackson's runs, nobody. I mean, when he was a kid, his voice was so pure. Stop the Love You Say May Be Your Own. Yes.
It was
Pure. I mean, and his runs were just like instinctive. Like nobody told him to do that. It was crazy. Michael Jackson is absolutely. They just had hit after hit after hit. There's a song, Never Can Say Goodbye. That's one of my favorites as well. Just Call My, I'll Be There. Like it just, anyway. All right. I could talk about the Jackson 5 all night. I was obsessed with the Jackson 5. Edna says her first concert with Earth, Wind and Fire, with Parliament and Funkadelic and Jimmy Castor. Okay. I thought you were going to say Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Castor. Okay. All right.
Hey, Earth, Wind and Fire don't sleep, especially the Reasons. What?
Oh yeah, Reasons is classic all the way around.
It's about a one-night stand. It's a beautiful record, though.
All the beautiful records are about bad things, it seems.
The same.
So your favorite love song, you said, was Right Now.
Huh?
What? No, I'm asking, what is your favorite love song like right now? You have somebody come over, you put the Scorpio light on. What are you playing right now?
I'm playing the whole first side of Forever My Lady.
Jodeci, yeah. Okay.
The whole slow, so straight through.
Yeah. My favorite one on there is you. I think I said this before. You and I.
Woo.
Yeah.
Anything slow by Jodeci is it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think good.
I liked So Into You by that Jack Ross. That's just such a beautiful song to me.
I'm not familiar.
It is. It's a remake of the Tamia song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that was one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite songs, period.
Yeah, he slowed it down. I like that.
Yeah, Cry for You is my favorite Jodeci song. You and I is my, but also like Come and Talk to Me. It's Jodeci had just amazing. That was just a crazy album.
Don't not sleep on, because we had to review this for an episode, but let me tell you something. Go back and listen to that first Keith Sweat album. I'm
not ever sleeping on that. Keith Sweat was the.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Even though some of the lyrics on one of the songs is a little like you might be young, but you're ready. But just
we didn't think about that being a bad thing.
He had 9 songs on there, but he had 7 bangers. Like the Keith Sweat, that first album was amazing.
I agree with that. But like I said, I loved he had an album with Gerald Levert. It's not LSG, it's just the two of them. And it's like got some, I Knew That You Were Cheating on Me. It's got some amazing records.
Yeah.
Amazing records. Blackstreet.
Oh, Before I Let You Go.
Yeah. That's another thing. Omar Epps was so beautiful in that video. I don't know what happened. I watched that over and over again on the box as well. I did. I kept ordering that one over and over again. You know how the bill would come and be like,
You
why?
ordered it? You ordered?
Yes.
You dedicate. Okay, I like that.
I wanted to see the song. I wanted to see the video over and over. Did you see how Omar Epps looked at that on that video? Hell yeah. I ordered. Who else? What else? So love song, Boys to Men. I'll Make Love to You was good. They had a lot of just beautiful On Bended Knee.
I like the first album. That was it. Because they had some joints on the first one.
So you didn't like the love songs like On Bended Knee and
once it became
4 Seasons of Loneliness?
Nah, that one where they counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, injection. And they sung all that like
yeah.
You like, they were in pocket. After that, I was done.
I was never done. How does people not like Boys to Men? I don't even understand that. Such a beautiful, beautiful songs.
It got too cheesy.
It did not get cheesy. Boys to Men got freaky. I'm about freaking. Oh, my honey bunny wants me to get off the phone. Get off the computer. I gotta go, guys. My honey bunny, I done talked about his love songs, and my honey bunny wants to show me a view. All right, so Friday, we're back. Now, we didn't really get a chance to go through all the Ready to Love the way we wanted to because I was late.
They're doing interviews, by the way, just so you know.
How do you know that, Mo?
I've seen one online.
Oh, well, I did talk to OWN, and they told me that they were going to wait till they came back at the second half.
I'll send you one I see.
All right. We can reach out and see. If they agree to do it, it's not on us. What is that t-shirt? Is that a girl? Is that a girl on there or Afro?
Afro, yes.
Okay. Heather Headley. I was going to say that earlier. I think I thought I was going to be myself. There's a song that Heather Headley says, I wish I wasn't in love with you so you couldn't hurt me. That song, oh my God, I played that song so often when I was in a bad situation.
Latha Holloway has some good joints too. Donnie Hathaway has a song called Love, Love, Love. If y'all ever get a chance, it's one of my favorite records of his. It's called Love, Love, Love by Donnie Hathaway. Ruben Studdard had remade it, but it's super beautiful record if you're really feeling that way. So it's called Love, Love, Love. It's a touching record. Please listen.
Wow. And I didn't realize that Donnie Hathaway was so young when he
when the incident happened.
Yeah, I did not know that. Yeah, In My Mind is a stalker song. Are you talking about In My Mind by Heather Headley? It's a lot of stalker songs. I remember thinking that Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey was a stalker song. You can't tell somebody no matter what you do, you're always going to be the one for me. You cannot do that.
A lot of cheating songs out there too.
This Is My Sorry 2004.
Oh,
it was wild for that.
It was.
He was wild for that, but that was funny. But it was true. It was true. There are a bunch of cheating songs, a bunch of cheating songs. But I do think that you're right when you say hip hop. What happened is everybody started trying to be so cool and not wanting to be in love. You know?
That part.
And so now, like my daughter is a DJ, and she's like, there's no such thing as love songs now.
She ain't lying.
There's no such thing. The Tevin Campbell song was not a stalker song. It was a beautiful song. Baby, the phone is not up here with me. I don't have the phone up here with me. I got to get off here, y'all. My husband is calling me. He's on the road, and I haven't talked to him. I love y'all, but I love him more. So I got to get off. Friday we'll be back. We'll finish up with Ready to Love. That we didn't talk about this past Friday, and I will not be lost because I will not be coming to Mo's house. I will just be getting online, so I will not be lost. I appreciate all of you guys that waited for me last week when I drove the wrong direction for 40 minutes before getting to Mo's. Huh?
With GPS.
I did not need you to add that.
Well, I just wanted to put it in context.
Did not need it. Did not need it. But thank you to the XO family for all the love. Yes, we love you guys. We will see you Friday for another one of our relationship recap.
Friday.
As always, yeah, have a good week. Stay positive, love on each other, and we'll see y'all Friday.
Love y'all.